Welcome to the 2023 CFL Turkey Bowl pregame show with your hosts Philippe Patiña and Philippe Patiña. Welcome into the studio. This is Philippe Patiña and Philippe Patiña. Well, Philippe, we've got one hell of a game this Thanksgiving, but before we can jump into any of the game details, let's get into the game time conditions. So this game will be taking place at 4 o'clock Eastern Time at the Cromwell High School. The temperature will be 48 degrees with some cloudy skies, and be prepared for a potentially wet field as it will be raining up until 12 o'clock on game day. Player report. Now this game will be a draft, so I can't talk about each active or inactive in terms of what it'll mean for their team. But we have Ryan Daniele out, currently in Pennsylvania, the explosive running back. We have Joe Lynn, another explosive running back, currently doubtful due to Moonstar activities. And Legend Padua questionable with a twisted ankle. He was a key weapon for many seasons for Tyler Trena over the years, so it's going to be a big deal whether or not he will or will not be on his snap count. Let's jump into some game analysis, starting with some breakout candidates. So let's begin to talk about a couple breakout candidates, starting at the quarterback position. I think that Akash Dave is absolutely primed to have a breakout night. When you're a quarterback, you need to be able to process the field very quickly, having intelligence, and I think that him studying in Boston at such a prestigious university has allowed him the ability to gain this intelligence and the ability to process the field quickly and make smart decisions. You know, Philippe, you bring up a really good point there. However, I think that Alex Green is a Hall of Famer for a reason, and he will fight for that quarterback job. I think that tomorrow's game is going to prove which one of the two is the better quarterback, or maybe neither. Maybe they both compete very evenly. I guess we'll have to wait until tomorrow to see if he will, Akash Dave, have a breakout game. Now let's go ahead and move on to the running back position. I was having a tough time deciding between Mark Rodriguez and Joshua Neely. However, I'm gonna barely give the edge to Mark Rodriguez due to his explosivity that he showed in the past couple of games. The only question mark is in his pass catching ability, but we're gonna have to test that out tomorrow night. Now, it's funny that you bring up the name Joshua Neely because that was going to be my breakout pick at the running back position for tomorrow. I think that according to the practice reports, he's been doing really well in one-on-one practices. However, they were in good conditions. We don't know about the conditions tomorrow. And I just want to see if that one-on-one skill will translate to the game tomorrow. Now, for my tight end breakout, I want to talk about a name that has been floating around the league for a while, and that is Nino Usello. Not only offensively is he always open, like a Retro Bowl tight end, but on defense, he's getting blocks consistently. I think that he's going to serve as a great safety net for whatever quarterback he has. He's quarterback proof, and he's definitely due for a breakout game. I'm going to have to agree with you on that one, Philippe. I think that Nino is definitely due for a breakout game tomorrow. I can definitely see him getting a large volume of passes, regardless of the quarterback, and honestly, I think he'll get a touchdown as well. Now, my wide receiver pick might be a shot in the dark, but I'm going to go ahead with Legend Padua. He might be injured and on a limited snap count, but he's going to put up an absolute masterclass like days of old. He was inactive for long periods of time due to injuries and other issues during the CFL history. However, he always came back just as strong as before, and I think nothing's going to change this time. That was an excellent pick there, Philippe. Now let's head over to the studio for the final segment of the pregame show. Thank you so much, Philippe and Philippe. Now let's get into a little parlay that I cooked up for tomorrow's game. The odds are plus 420, and I'm taking over 1.5 receiving touchdowns for Dante Usello. He has been consistently producing every single game, no matter the quarterback, and I think nothing will change this week. I'll take the under in 69.5 points. I think that after some time there will be some rust, and there will be some interceptions or fumbles or other turnovers, and the game will hit the under. And as my third pick, Mark Rodriguez will hit over 55.5 yards. He was my breakout pick earlier for a reason. He's explosive and quick and is just elusive in open space. Thank you guys for watching the 2023 Turkey Bowl pregame show on the CFL Network, and we will see you all tomorrow night.